So in studio today, we don't only have one person, but we have two gorgeous ladies. One by the name Melina Gold. She's a fashion stylist. She's a writer. She's a singer. She's just a beauty. Yani, when it comes to fashion and beauty, just say Melina. And you know, ukiongeza gold, you're just putting the icing on the cake. And the other lady in studio today, she's called Diana. She's a fashion consultant. It's whereby ukidunga kama umechoma, anakwambia bra, haiwezi. Tabidi umerudi ndani. Umefanya ABCD. In studio with me, welcome the gorgeous, today's gorgeousness. Gorgeousness galore.
All the way.
Hey! Hey! Where are you going?
Tuko hapa transport.
Mnakaa poa sana. Karibuni sana lakini. I'm
so
happy to have you guys in studio today. Melina, second time.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
at least
much.
tumekuja. Lakini ulikuja kitambo.
COVID-19
sana. Before COVID. Welcome back. How have you been?
Thank you so much. I've been good. Just working and you know, setting the trends out there.
Trust me, you're too trendy for life. We can't keep up with you. Diana, karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
I'm like, you're into fashion and consulting and
disrupting images.
Yes. I would just describe that for us for a bit.
A disruptor basically disrupts people's images. You know, there's so many stereotypes about how people should dress, what you should wear, what you shouldn't wear. So for me, it's more about let's disrupt that. Just be yourself. Dress what you want. And be happy with yourself. Let your style express who you are, not what people expect you to dress like. Yeah,
very true. Melina, for you, you also sing, but it seems like the fashion side of you has taken over everything else. Like, how has that been for you? You know,
I think I sing all the time. I haven't stopped singing, but they say one thing at a time. One thing at a time. So I'm majoring into fashion for now. I'm still working on music in the background, but I'm surprised too soon, very soon.
But I'm like, let's talk about your new collection. It's inclusive.
It's an all-inclusive.
All-inclusive.
Yes,
and I was looking at the pieces. I was like, damn.
Ooh.
Hey! As in, they're so gorgeous, like the inspiration behind it. I want to know that. But what was the idea when you were creating this?
The whole idea we had while creating this, I actually partnered with her. In this project. It's because there's a set of rules that has been there when it comes to fashion. You know, like since time immemorial. You know, people who are representing fashion had to look in a certain kind of way. You know, you have to be slim, you have to be tall, you have to be, you know, those set of rules. But now we are coming to disrupt that.
I see what is happening. And I'm like, for you, Diana, what does this mean to you? You know, getting to that point whereby, as much as, you know, there was a standard set for fashion and, you know, what you should look like before you wear and sell an outfit. What does that mean to you?
I think now we are diversifying. It's more all-inclusive. If you looked at the collection, we even included drag queens. I mean, if you're a dude and want to dress a certain way, what should stop you? Normally it's society, what we've been told before, like you need to be this tall, like what you're saying, your waist should be a 28. We can't all fit into that, but we all need to look good. So partnering with Melina on that, you know, we brought in so many people, as in it was so inclusive, even skin color. People with albinism, you know, they're kind of stereotyped, put aside, you know, but we included everyone. Yes.
Alafu kush on the nini, on the drugs matter. I feel like these people are there's still stigma when it comes to them. But literally, when you look at ukiangalia maju in the States, and you say these guys are even given a chance to take on runway. But here in Kenya, when you see a guy in wig, in a gown, dressing up and all that, people will, you know, what a shtuka. But they're out there, they're representing very, very well. We can see the likes of Dennis Karuri. In this project, we worked with Joni the hairdresser. She was doing a drag role whereby she dressed in a really, really cute way. I'm sure you saw the picture.
I did.
He's a guy, but we're not looking at his sexuality. Just because he's a man, he has that kanini in between his legs. Doesn't mean that if he feels like he wants to dress like a woman in a gown, it's against, it's fashion, you know, it's not sexuality. If he feels like he can express his personality best in dressing in a feminine way, then so be it. So we are
feel
distracting.
Like, I feel like for most people they don't understand what being a drag queen is.
Exactly.
So because most of them they're like as long as it's a man who's wearing anything that's perceived to be like should be worn by a female, it becomes a whole different thing when it comes to society.
Yes.
So what makes it different for like when we see these guys wearing these pieces and us not being put in that position whereby as a society we are like, where is that man wearing a wig? Where is that man wearing lipstick? Where is that man wearing makeup? Because it's something the society like, I'm very sure right now people will be like, no, it's unacceptable. Those are not men. Those are like, I don't know.
But people judge a
Explain
lot.
it to us.
People judge a lot. Huyo mtu mwenye anasema, why is this guy wearing a wig? Maybe amevaa nguo as much. Nywele yake ijatengenezwa
Diana.
And
who gave you the right?
Yes, guy wearing a wig. You see, so people will always talk. But in real life, everyone has a way of expressing themselves. Kuna wasichana they like wearing as tomboys. Doesn't mean that they are now is it lesbians or they are men. It is just how they feel comfortable expressing themselves. Themselves. So are these guys. They feel more comfortable. Maybe it's their personality. You see on social media they're all that. This is how they feel comfortable and all that. But maybe in person they're different people. So I think iyo kujudge tu watu and you yourself you're not all done as in uko perfect to you from head to toe. So don't judge someone when you yourself you're not. Just let people express themselves in the way they know best. The same as you, hakuna mtu anakuja kukwambia kusha hujafanya nini, mbona umevaa hii and all that you get. So it's time for the society to accommodate people. That's why we came up with this all inclusivity thing when it comes to fashion.
Well, and I'm like, what are other challenges that you guys have faced, as part of your collaboration and apart from, the naysayers and the judging people, those online people, we know them. As in, what are other challenges you faced as you are, working towards this project or you are planning towards it? Like what has happened?
I think for me personally, it's even getting these people on board. You get, because like someone maybe with persons with albinism, they've never done something like that before. They don't know what people will say about them. They don't know how people will react when they see their pictures, when they see an albino in a very fashionable way. The drugs, hawajui kama the next day they'll be trolled on social media because they had dressed in a certain kind of way. So I think that was one of the challenges. I don't know, Diana, what?
Basically that. Then sourcing stuff, like for a drag queen, there's a way they dress, like emphasizing maybe their hips and stuff like that. We don't have that here, so a lot of creativity had to go into it, looking for materials that could give us what we wanted. But apart from that, I think people were very receptive to the idea, at least most people.
And I'm like, let me ask you, Diana, do you feel like as Kenyans or the market around, like do you feel like we are welcoming to the idea of per se seeing an image consultant or looking for someone like you, a disruptor to try and work around whatever you're wearing, because sometimes you meet people are just wearing, you're like, bra ulitoka hivi kwa nyumba by the way, like, and you feel like you're okay. Do you feel like as Kenya we're getting to that place? I mean, it's still a challenge for most people. They feel like, why put money to pay someone to tell me what to wear or how to combine my clothes?
Actually, it is still a challenge. We're still a bit far from, getting there. Because you find most people think it's just for a celebrity. That it's very expensive to consult. So trying to convince people, by the way, for some people maybe they're eyeing a promotion. Lakini unaona yenyewe vile even though unaendanga kwa ofisi, as in seriously, na boss anakuonanga hivi and he's supposed to give you that promotion. So trying to tell them that maybe if you did made a few tweaks here and there on your image, you'd get that recognition that you want. So it's a bit of a challenge, like, why should I pay you to tell me how I should dress? Mimi mwili yangu.
I know, kwanza vile mkubwa mzima coming. I know that mentality. But Melina, do you feel like we are becoming more receptive to fashion, accepting all this, because there's a certain group of people that do love fashion and are into fashion, and when they see them like, oh, that looks good. Na kuna wale wenye hawaelewi, like totally they don't understand what fashion is. They're like, what are these? You get. Do you feel like as Kenya we are getting somewhere, you know?
I feel like we are getting somewhere. I mean, we're getting gigs. That means
That's a good thing.
people are open to that, and I feel like people are becoming like open-minded. I've had people coming to me and they're like, "Mi nataka kama hiyo akush." Like ajui hata ni nini naendelea, but anataka tu kama hiyo. So I feel like people are becoming open-minded when it comes to this, and hopefully people just accept the whole idea, and I'm sure we'll get somewhere when it comes to fashion, because fashion is what represents you as a person. You can be conservative, but in a fashionable way. You can be extra, kama sisi, but still in a fashionable way. So everyone has their way of expressing themselves. It's just understanding the right people to consult. Maybe like Diana, she can advise if you're a business person, this is what you can go for. If you're this kind of person, this is what you can go for. So everyone needs this. It's just kila mtu akona limits zake.
But that's very true. But anyway, we have to take a short commercial break, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. By the way, as in, I'm very sure if you follow me, you saw the project we did with Melina. And it was dope, but we're coming back to talk more about fashion and image and everything nice. See why tense watu wangu. I'm like, what does that mean to you?
For me, it brings me joy. Like when I see like everyone is represented there, like the persons with albinism, like really melanin. We have Indians there. We even had Muslims. So it's very, very fulfilling, because I can see that so many people have been included. You know, it's like a family now, and in a very fashionable and creative way. So it means a lot.
And Diana, what about you? When you see them, you know, they're happy about the way they look. They're confident in how they look.
It gives me so much joy, because at the end of the day, as a disruptor or stylist, that's what you want to see from whoever you're working with. Like, you know, they look at themselves in the mirror, that wow effect, like, oh my God, this is how I look. I didn't think that I could look this beautiful. I didn't think that I'd be this confident, you know. So it gives me so much satisfaction to see, women looking that good, feeling confident.
And you know, they normally say it's hard for women to get together and get things done.
Exactly.
Especially gorgeous women like you too. So I'm like, you know, how did you guys, you know, come about with this idea, you know, to collaborate and, you know, like it's more of like you guys had the same vision, and coming together made it easier to achieve it as a unit. So how did you guys, you know, come about with this?
I feel like for me, what I was going for is that unity. Like you've said, it's so hard for women to come together. We can see in the industry, it's so hard for this person to work with this person, to collaborate with this person. But I feel like when we come together as a team, you come up with something beautiful. And at the end of the day, she's benefiting, I'm benefiting. So akuna Kenyan lose. There's nothing she's losing. Instead, we're making more impact.
Wow. And what about you? Let's hear your side of the story. How was it like, you know, coming together, you know, and planning the whole of this, and now you see like the way people are responding. They love the idea, the fact that you've brought different people together through fashion, like image. Wow.
Exactly. Working with Melina was very easy. Aside the fact that people say it's hard for women to come together, for us, I think it was syncing was just so easy, because we had, you know, you look ahead, the focus, what's our end goal. These are things of, I don't know, feelings and all that. I've not had that. No. So that made it so easy. And then even the models we were working with, everybody had their own personal, you know, goal to from this, what they wanted to achieve. So it made it just so much easy, smooth. And the results speak for themselves.
Yes, very true. And Melina, you also write, by the way. You know, you are fashion. Is it
a writer?
Yeah, it's fashion writer. Kuna fashion blogger, kuna fashion, I think, vlogger, kuna. Yes, you're a fashion writer.
I'm a fashion writer for the Daily Nation. So my article comes out each and every Sunday. So I write for the fashion fix. That's my page. So for fashion ideas, for do's and don'ts of fashion, everything concerning and revolving around that. You can find it on paper each and every Sunday. So it also helps me to express more of my thoughts, my creativity, other than just creating the pieces, also writing them down for people to read. Yeah,
that's a whole different level of fashion. Like fashion literally is a whole job.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I know for most people they're like fashion you umedunga tu kai unakapona kaukai poa. I know at the end of the day. But I'm like, let me read some feedback I had over here. I'm seeing when nasema for all the fashion ladies, akikusha wageni wako wameiva, wacha tu wameiva kama njiva za 5 star. Wageni wamegotewa sana na Kenje, I think anaitwa Kenje. Na kuna mimi nasema, hey beautiful ladies, aki our guest wa leo si wameweza. Say hi to Melina Gold kwa niaba yangu, then ask her she can give me a contract ya kuadvertise collection yake. Or I think it's ask her if whether she can give me a contract to advertise a collection. Please, ni Victoria from Pipeline. And Melina Gold ni muimbi, uimbanga language gani? Mwambia tuimbie wimbo moja. So acha turukoja kwanza tumelewa kwanza fashion wewe utaimbiwa baadaye mtu wangu. Anaitwaje Hash is asking, like, how do you deal with maybe, individuals who maybe want to work with you, partner with you, either they're models or, how do you deal with just, achana na celebrities sasa, tuende kwa normal individuals who probably want or are interested or inspired by you?
First of all, thank you so much for considering me. The other thing, Kush, let me just be honest. Justaki kudanganyana on live. So what are the advice girls out there? I get so many people DMing me and all that. Hey, I want to be a model. Hey, I want to advertise your brand. But do you have what it takes to be a model, or do you even know what being a model is? Because first thing first, Kushatami nikuja approach. Of course, you'll check my profile. These days social media is everything. I'll come check your bio. I'll check your page. That is what sells you. So I believe if you want to be a model or you want to advertise someone for something for someone, when I look at your page, I'd be like, oh, I'd want this person to advertise something for me. But from your feed, the pictures zako sijui zinakaaje, like I'm asking you what sort of modeling do you know, who Jui, like you don't even know what kind of a model you are. You get the different categories of modeling and all that. You know nothing, like you've done zero research, you've done zero efforts. So, and nikikwambia wengine wanaanza kwanza, okay, so what is the pay? What is the pay? You don't even know what it takes to be who you want. You get exactly. So what I'd advise ladies out there, build yourself first. At least and research what modeling is, what sort of a model do you want to be, call a photographer, make an effort. If it's runway, do training and all that, and then now confidently you can approach someone and tell them, hey, I want to do this and this for you. So anyone out there who feels they've done that, they've made effort, blah blah blah, then you can reach us through our social media page at Melina_Gold_store, and then we can advise you further.
Amazing. And you guys, you work with celebrities. Talked about, celebrities are most of the times the people that come through, for image consulting and all that. What does 2021 look for you? At least we are easing out of, COVID panic and all that. Kazi iko, tunajua last year watu kidogo alikwanga ngweru jivalishe venye zitakaa. Ni sawa tu,
2021 looks very promising. I must say it's begun well. I can't complain, and there's a lot of everything is going online. You see a lot of online stuff. Artists, like now there are not really many concerts, they're virtual and all that. So there's still demand, and the demand is also growing, not only even for celebrities, even the kawaida individual. You find people are doing more photo shoots, so people are putting a lot of content out there. So watupatie tu kazi, we shall deliver.
Itakuwa delivered. And for you, Melina, I know you've been working with celebrities. We've worked together before. So I'm like, what's the plan? More of this inclusivity. Is that the right pronunciation? Ama nimebucha. Iko tu sawa. Ulikuwa nangoja. Nimeogopa hizi yellow za leo. Niko tu like, hey, today I'm dropping things, man.
So for me, this year, we're gonna. Personally, my brand majorly deals with celebrities, public figures. That's like my main focus. So for us this year, we're going to be venturing more into doing music videos, just getting into a lot of collaborations and working together with artists mainly, and not just in the normal way. We come as a package. We've partnered with Diana, so hakuna ile yenye unaniita nikuvalisha alafu unatafuta makeup artist tuko, hairstylist tuko, like we come as a package. So I'm gonna be the one customizing the pieces. Diana will be doing the styling. We have a makeup artist on board. We have a hairstylist on board. We have some hot mamas on board as well for vixens, blah, blah, blah. So we come as a package. Once you choose us, you don't need to go source out for other people. Na kush this year usiponipatia project ya music video
itabidi tutarudi kwa muziki. Unajua tutafanya azi wa pressure by the nachezanga chini your story nachezanga chini. But it was really nice, you know, having you guys in studio and the insight is just amazing. Because I think a lot of people for fashion, they're just like, mtu wangu tu ni fashion ni mtu akidunga na nakapoa huyo ako sawa. Unajua, like it doesn't take a lot, but it takes a lot of things to, you know, to put the pieces together for you to look a certain way, and that has been very, you know, inspiring. And I'm sure hata watu kuivi nje wako sasa tunaweza pata watu wapi juu kama tumesikia kuna madem mahali kwa hiyo mix na sisi ni models wa kweli. Sisi zile pages zinakaa sijui picha zinakaa sijui aje wanajiita model. Where can guys, like, you know, find you guys on social media, ama mali wanaweza acha resume, ama kama ni kwa touch nini yao portfolio yao, ama sijui kidogo ni CV ama ni gani inatumangwa na models, but what they need to send, just give them your handles again.
Okay, so for me, you can find us on Melina_Gold_store on Instagram, on Facebook, Melina Gold Store. In case of reaching out to us, just send us a DM. We shall, of course, reply to you. And you can follow me as well on my personal page at gold_Melina.
And Diana, where can guys find you as well?
You can find me on Instagram, Flick on You, and then my personal page, which is Diana Chanzu. I'll be able to respond to your DMs. What were Facebook? I'm there as well. Flick on You. You can find me there. Yeah.
You love Flick here. Me love your body. Ting. I'm on Flick.
See you.
So it's like, but anyway, why don't you guys, you know, give us, you know, some, you know, kidogo hata ni tip moja ya fashion ya wananchi huku nje mwenye ile unaweza ambia general Kenyan yenye wataelewa kwa urahisi. Hizo zingine mmepatiwa handles kwenye mnaweza enda ku find out other things. Just give us a fashion tip.
I think, Diana, you can disrupt us.
Disrupt us, by the way.
For the ladies, even gents actually, own a black coat, a black jacket. That goes a long way. You can pair it with so many things. A good quality black jacket. Have one in your
watu wa invest. Hiyo tu koti moja.
Hiyo koti.
Na sibai kila siku lakini.
Square kila siku.
Special occasions. And Melina, for you?
For me, I feel like people should really understand their bodies. So what I tell people is that please understand your body, know what size you are, know what outfit works best for you, what doesn't. Just because mwanamtu amevaa nguo doesn't mean it will look good on you. Yeah.
Wow. Mumeambiwa aliye na masikio asikie, aliye na macho aone, na aliye na simu na bundles anajua mali ataenda kuwapata. But thank you guys for coming through. It's been real, it's been amazing and very insightful, like I said. And guys, we've come to the end of the show. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. I appreciate you guys for tuning in and for the feedback. Tuonane na kikosi ya 10:30. Nyinyi ni wale wasi warazi wa kumwok na kubuya. Ataka it make sense, ati make it. Literally on air, by the way. Niwaza kushrub. See you.